So, you think you can bring the deals? Get ready, cause here they come. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another eShop Deals video, where each and every week we go through the Nintendo Switch eShop and we look at some of the best games currently on sale. Now I'm not quite sure what's happening for the month of January because we're getting some really massive sales, with almost as many games on sale right now as on Black Friday. And not only that, we're getting brand new lowest ever prices, and we're getting games on sale that weren't even on sale for Black Friday. Now once again, today, paying attention to the Sizzle reel is very important, because it is really packed with some amazing games. Now just a quick reminder before we jump in that about halfway through the video, I'll be giving away a $10 eShop gift card. If you want to participate in that giveaway, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel, drop a comment down below, and check out the next video to see if you won. Also, if you missed last week's eShop Deals videos, I'll always be linking them down below because a lot of those deals are still running today and I just don't go over them 2 videos in a row. So now let's get to the deals, and just remember, one of the best ways to help support the channel, hit that like button and subscribe if you aren't already. Our first deal for today is going to be on Sea of Stars. That's back to 20% off, $27.99, running till February 8th. Now this game is a turn-based RPG with a retro pixel art design. Now I'm just going to come out and say it because we've talked about this game before, but this is pretty much 2023's Indie Game of the Year, and for some people even their complete Game of the Year. It brings all the perfect elements together for a high-quality indie RPG with absolutely beautiful pixel art, a great soundtrack, and gameplay that is fun and addictive. And right now is a perfect time to be picking up the game because they're already planning a DLC expansion pack to connect it together to the world of The Messenger, which was their previous indie masterpiece. 20% off might not be a massive discount, but for this awesome game, it is definitely worth it. Our next game for today is going to be Disney Illusion Island. That is now 30% off, $27.99. This one also running till February 8th. Now this game is basically an action Metroidvania featuring some of the main characters from Disney. It is also a game that we played on stream. If you want to get a better idea of the gameplay, you can always check that out. But in a nutshell, this is a very approachable and fun Metroidvania. It is all around puzzle solving and platforming. Even the boss fights themselves play out as huge puzzles that need to be solved. Now once again here, production values are very high with absolutely beautiful animations and a great soundtrack to accompany the gameplay. But what really sets this one apart is the co-op options here, where you can play an up to 4-player local co-op, each controlling a separate character. And this truly allows the game to shine as a perfect introductory Metroidvania for someone who's maybe never tried the genre before and might need a hand from time to time. So for anyone looking for a casual co-op game, this can be a really good option. Now next we have TMNT Shredder's Revenge that's back on sale, 30% off, $17.49 for the base game, or 25% off, $22.25 for the bundle with the DLC, and both of them running till February 8th. Now this game is a 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up featuring none other than the characters from the TMNT franchise. And as it currently sits, this is arguably possibly one of the best beat-em-ups on the Nintendo Switch. At least I would say it's one of the best beat-em-ups that's approachable for all levels of skill. And aside from the great gameplay and once again fantastic soundtrack, I think this is one of the elements that really helps this game shine. Because for casual players at lower difficulties, the game is very approachable, just offering some difficulty towards the end. Yet at the same time, for players that want more of a challenge, the harder difficulties do offer that, without it becoming the most difficult beat-em-up on the Switch. And if you are looking at picking up this one, I would heavily consider the DLC bundle because it's a lot cheaper than picking up both parts separately. And the 2 DLC characters, Yojimbo and Karai, really offer some of the most original gameplay styles. Not to mention that the survival mode is extremely good on the replayability factor, and if you love picking up and playing a match from time to time, that is pretty much one of the most fun modes. Once again, 30% is maybe not a huge discount, but it's still worth it for one of the best beat-em-ups out there. Now next on our list of great deals, we have Smelter. That is 60% off, $7.99, a brand new low, and this one running till February 8th. Now this game is a brand new take on the ActRaiser formula of gameplay, which melds together 2D action platforming and RTS sections. Now I do find that this is a game that is often overlooked and underrated on the Nintendo Switch, And definitely, if you have any interest in both these styles of gameplay, you should definitely be checking this one out, especially at this brand new low price. Now, the one thing I do want to mention is that the 2D platforming sections, in my opinion, were really the strongest portions of the gameplay here, with the RTS sections being fun, but somewhat lagging behind. But still, for someone who has an interest in both these styles of gameplay, it was a fun playthrough, and I'm really hoping for a sequel to this one, where maybe they can flesh out that RTS part a little bit better. But definitely for someone looking for an original experience for this week, at this price, this is a great pickup. Now, our next great deal for today is going to be on Blaziong Chrome. That is back to 60% off, $6.79, once again running till February 8th. Now here we have a 2D run-and-gun shooter, very much in the style of the Contra series. And once again, I've said it often today, we're talking about one of the best games in the genre currently available on the Nintendo Switch. And this game really excels in every area that's essential for this type of game. Basically, the pixel art is great, the soundtrack is fast-paced and pumping, the controls are responsive, and there's a great mix of challenge and fun. And once again, this is another game that's even better in co-op with 2-player local co-op available. So if you're looking for a great, challenging, and fun arcade experience for this week, this one is definitely going to be a win. So now it's time to take a quick break and announce today's winner of the $10 eShop gift card. And our winner for today is going to be Donut Dance Ram, who said, "I've been curious about Zenjion, I'll definitely be picking this one up now." And I think you made a really great choice there, Donut, at only $5, that was a really great pick. So now all you need to do to claim your $10 eShop gift card is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below. So now if we jump back into our deals, I'm technically cheating on our next one because normally this would be going at the under $5 list, but I want to make sure we don't miss out on this deal, and it is Jay and Silent Bob Mall Brawl that is now 75% off, only $3.74, yet again running till February 8th. Now this game is a 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up featuring the characters of Jay and Silent Bob, which were featured in movies like Mallrats, Clerks, and even Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Now the first thing I want to mention is that if you do have an interest in this game and you want to pick it up at a lower price, definitely jump on this one, because before today it hasn't been on sale since July of 2022. However, I do want to give a warning. This is actually a very challenging beat-em-up. So if you only have a casual interest in this style of gameplay, this is maybe not the best game for you. However, if you are a fan of retro-styled games, you have a good tolerance for difficulty, and on top of it, you're a fan of the series, this is actually going to be an amazing pickup at this brand new low price. Now next for today, we have Tanuki Justice, that is 60% off, $5.99, this one running till February 9th. Now here we have once again an arcade-style side-scrolling run-and-gun shooter. However, this one with a much bigger emphasis on difficult platforming sections. Now once again, this game will also be coming with a challenging warning. It is a pretty challenging game, and you're most likely going to have to try each stage multiple times before managing to finish one. It really is a game that rewards memorization of each level and basically adapting to the challenge. It is also currently among one of my favorite games on the Nintendo Switch. Every time I don't know what to play, this is among one of the games that I immediately go back to. Now, I'm not saying it's one of the best games, but I just can't put it down. This is also a game that recently had been delisted from the eShop and actually just came back in the month of October. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to disappear again all of a sudden, but if you've been waiting around to pick this one up, I would jump on it as soon as possible. Now, our next great deal for today is going to be on TCyber Shadow. That's back to its lowest ever price of 40% off, $11.99. This one, however, only running till February 2nd. Now, this game is a 2D action platformer that combines some of the best elements of games like Mega Man, Ninja Gaiden, and more. And if Tanuki Justice is among my favorite games on the Nintendo Switch, TCyber Shadow is still today officially my favorite game. Once again, that doesn't mean the best, it just means that I just can't stop playing it. Now yet again, however, this one will once again come with a very challenging warning, where some sections of the gameplay might take you multiple tries, but the good news is that you only have to work checkpoint to checkpoint. And the game balances out its difficulty by being fairly generous in the placement of these checkpoints. And once again, this game has a little bit of everything. Amazing pixel art, fantastic soundtrack, which by the way is featured in my Sizzle reel in almost each and every video, and extremely rewarding gameplay. This game was already a great pickup at its full price at $11.99, it's a fantastic one. Now, our next game for today is actually going to be my pickup of the week, and that is Astebros. That is 60% off, $5.19. This one once again running till February 9th. Now, this game is a 2D action roguelite. And what's really original here is that this game has been developed to be able to run on the Sega Genesis. And there's actually a Genesis cartridge on the way. Now, I haven't played much of this game yet. However, what I've played, I've really enjoyed. Now, the game offers you 3 different playable characters, which each have definite strengths and weaknesses. And in typical roguelite fashion, you'll have to do multiple playthroughs of each level before you can really expect to finish them. You'll be working on upgrades for your characters like new weapons and other unlockables. One of the nice touches I've seen so far is that if you do make it to the boss room, there's actually a teleporter you can unlock where you can then access the boss directly from your main camp. Now, this is a really nice touch because most bosses will take multiple tries, and being able to jump straight into that fight without playing through the whole level again really upgrades the approachability. Now, I do hope to play this one on stream with all of you very soon, but so far from what I've played of it, this feels like a great pickup, especially right now at only about $5. Now next, we have Bat Boy hitting 30% off, $10.49, this one running till February 8th. Now once again, we have a 2D action platformer that has an overall gameplay setup that will immediately remind you of the Mega Man series. Mechanically, however, the game is very different, focusing on melee combat with a baseball bat rather than jumping and shooting, and a lot of the mechanics focusing around hitting projectiles back at your enemies. Now in typical Mega Man-like fashion, you'll be unlocking other special abilities as you make your way through the different levels, and the game does offer a nice mix of combat and platforming. Now, the one thing I do want to warn here again, there are some odd difficulty spikes at certain parts of the game, and some of the boss fights I felt could become quite frustrating at certain moments. However, overall, nonetheless, if you're a fan of this style of gameplay, I do think that this is a very good game to consider. Personally, I bought it at full price and I never regretted it, so right now at $10.49, it really feels like a great pickup. So now it's time for today's Sizzle Reel of Deals with over 20 other great options for this week. So we're not at the end of today's eShop deals video, and I want to hear from all of you. Let me know what games you're picking up in the comments down below. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to my channel supporters. Their monthly support is so appreciated, and you can always check out all their names on the end screen of the video. So on the way out, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you aren't already, click on that notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out, and as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.